Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for standing by, and welcome to the NASCAR Teleconference. At this time, all participants are in a listen-only mode. In a few minutes, we will conduct a question-and-answer session. Instructions on procedure will be given at that time. As a reminder, this conference is being recorded. I would now like to turn the conference over to our host, NASCAR Communications Manager, Denise Malouf. Denise, go ahead.
Thank you, Jamie. Welcome, everyone, to this special edition of the NASCAR video teleconference ahead of Sunday's Aaron's 499 at Talladega Superspeedway. We're pleased to be joined by Dale Earnhardt Jr. today, who is our guest, and we'll get right into it. I know that, Dale, you have a special announcement because beginning today, you and your sponsor, AMP Energy, are sending out a special invite to members of the Junior Nation. Today marks the beginning of the Ride with Junior program, which will ultimately hit the track at the AMP Energy 500 on October 5th at Talladega. So it's a perfect kickoff spot for you for this. Do you want to share a little bit with us about that before we get started?
Yeah, it's very easy, actually. AMP Energy is putting codes on the bottom of the AMP cans that you can buy today in supermarkets across the country. And you take that code and go to ampenergy.com and type the code in at the Ride with Dale program. And it's really first come, first serve. The first 70,000 fans will have their name decaled on the race car for that race. The remaining people that sign in, there's all other areas within and around the track where AMP will have signage and whatnot to put those names. But the first 70,000 will actually get on the race car, and so I think that's pretty cool.
Sounds good. Sounds like a good way for fans to interact with you and the number 88 Chevy. Thanks for sharing with that with us today, and we will get right to media questions for you.
Sure.
Thank you. The question and answer session will be conducted electronically. If you wish to ask a question, you may do so by pressing the star key followed by the digit 1 on your touch-tone telephone. If you're using a speakerphone, please make sure your mute function is turned off so your signal can reach your equipment. Once again, that is star 1 to ask a question. We will pause for just a quick moment to assemble our roster. We'll first hear from Mike Bolton with Birmingham News.
How you doing? Let me ask you a couple questions about Talladega.
Certainly.
Do you see this as your best opportunity, of the best place you're most likely to break your losing streak?
I guess you could say that. I feel like there's a lot of other good opportunities in the season. A lot of the tracks that I run pretty good at. We obviously have a lot of success at Talladega. There's no denying that. But and I feel like we're going to have a good chance this weekend, and I'm motivated by that. But I've felt that way all year, really. I don't. Before there were probably 4 or 5 years ago, I definitely went into these races with more confidence than I would carry into the other events. But this season, I've felt like we've had a shot every time we show up. But I definitely like running at Talladega. I like running at Talladega. We won a lot of races there. We got a really big fan base there, and that means a lot to me to be able to go there and run good. So just being up front, leading some laps, and getting the fans on their feet, that's what I'm looking forward to.
And we'll take our next question from Jim Peltz with Los Angeles Times.
Dale, one of the things that's interesting about this year is how well Tony Eury Jr. seems to have integrated himself into the Hendrick Motorsports family. Can you just talk a little bit about how well that's gone and how he, as I understand it, has really been open to a lot of information sharing with the team?
Yeah, he is. It's sort of been a double-edged sword for Tony Jr. this season. He's had a lot of praise from within the organization. I think he's done a terrific job getting our program where it needs to be for the start of the season, and I think he's done a great job up to this point on giving me cars that run good, making good decisions and whatnot. But he has just as many critics as he does people that want to praise him. So I feel that it's happening more this year than it ever had before, and I really don't know. I can't really put my finger on why he's taken just as much heat as he's taken this season. But He handles it pretty well. He's pretty tough. It really does motivate him when people question his ability and whatnot. He really comes with a good. He rebounds pretty fast from that with a convincing. He has some way to really set the tone and show people what he's worth and how good his ability is. But to be honest with you, Chad seems to really enjoy working with Tony Jr. Everybody seems to understand he has something to bring to the table. I think me and Tony Jr. went into working for Rick. Our main worry was what could we bring to the table, if anything. What would we be able to be an asset, with our experience and the knowledge we had. So he's definitely been able to do that, and I think that satisfies him a lot to be able to come in there and lay some things out that he knows that they try and they like.
Next we'll go to Tony Fabrizio with Tampa Tribune.
Dale, have you ever tried to take stock of why your dad and now you are so immensely popular at Talladega? And, what kind of a reaction do you expect going back there for the first time now as a sort of more buttoned up member of Hendrick Motorsports?
I think the reaction will be the same. If not, it's been a little bit more. It's been a little bit more overwhelming this year than it has than I anticipated it to be. So hopefully, when we go to Talladega, it'll follow that path. We'll have just as many people, if not more, excited about what we're doing. I'm pretty happy about taking the AMP car to Talladega for the first time. The new package, the new team, the new number, everything. I'm looking forward to racing it and in front of all those people. They've been so good to us and so dedicated and so supportive that you go into that race feeling like you owe them to put the car out front. They came there to get on their feet and they want to cheer and they want to see that car take the lead. And really, that's all you think about, and that's what your main goal is once the green flag drops. But I think Rick's going to enjoy how the fans are excited about our program and excited about us as a racing team. I think he's going to enjoy that at Talladega. The team's definitely going to have a lot of fun with it. The fans have really been great to us there.
Next, we will hear from Rich Nye with WTHR Indianapolis.